It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Saints and the Broncos under the lights on Thursday night.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. And so good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. You know, partner, sometimes teams get off to slow starts, and that's the case for these teams we're going to see here. Both under 500. Not critical yet, but you can't wait too long to try to get this thing turned around.
And I know it sounds crazy, Mike, but here we are, and it's only October. There's a long way to go. But this feels like a really important game, and I think that was the sense that both coaches told us all week when we had a chance to meet with them. They said, we're not trying to panic. We're not trying to put the cart before the horse, but we need to win, and we need to get back on these winning trends, because if we want to find ourselves in contention throughout the rest of what's a long NFL season, these early October games, you got to have it.
The kicker, Blake Rupe, set to start it. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
You'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Broncos.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now. It's Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This one caught at the 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a handoff to Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
When we had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike, it almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Second down, Carr. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Carr to throw. Shaheed with the catch. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Holding offense.
That's on the first-round selection, Taliesin Fuaga. The shotgun. It's Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Carr. That's caught by Hill. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. In motion is Hill. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll run here with Kamara. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He gets this complete to Dulcich. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run over center with Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught. Down the field is Reynolds. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Got it into the hands of Mims. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure. An over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This returnable from the 4. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Saints offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Carr working out of the gun. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carr. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Back is Carr. The right side to Olave. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On 1st down, Carr. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, The ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, that's Olave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. It's Kamara. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Play action now. It's Carr. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. That's a sideline shot caught by Sutton.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
On first down, right back to Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and now it's 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A run here with Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Carr. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Broncos with the early lead. More from New Orleans after this.